Well, hey there, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? My name is Douglas Ford, and I'm coming to you just real quick out of my humble abode. I'm out of the great state of Texas. And folks, I'm creating this video because I'm posting it inside of many different, funding groups, crowdfunding groups, church groups, any means of people that are looking for funding. I want to bring something up because we're literally showing people in our community really and truly within realistic, consistent means for them to have and receive the funding that they are desiring, and doing it within, a few months, even a few weeks, or even in days in some cases. But let me share my screen here because I think this is very apropos, because we are seeing people like, I'll give you an example. Like, J.J. Watt received over $41 million for the Harvey hurricane relief. And we see individuals like Ashton Kutcher, him and his wife, they raised over $34 million for Ukraine aid when there were situations going on between Russia and Ukraine. Well, folks, many of us don't have the capability or the network or the influence or the celebrity status to be able to draw that type of results to our, cause, campaign, charity, nonprofit, booster club, whatever have you, churches and whatnot. But I want you guys to come to our community. Now, listen to me. You're under no obligation to stay. And I'm hoping, just because of the color of my skin, that you're not taking the information serious, to at least where you can just come check it out and see what we're about. We are about, folks, everyone receiving their fair share of whatever funding desire that they are looking for, and have it to be something that's very doable versus relying on the goodwill, as many of us do, relying on the goodwill of others, where you're leaving your funding goals based on chance or maybe, okay? And so this is our community right here. It's called Predictable Cash Flow Mindset. We have a straightforward, clear path to predictable cash flow that enables not just one or a few, but all of us to receive the cash flow funding that we need for whatever that we want to use the money for, okay? Just an example right here, these three sisters, okay, with our operation, was able to receive an over $65,000, okay, dollars that's coming in for their causes, and even using the cash flow to help build their church, guys. You can come in our community and listen to that testimonial. And we have many, many different testimonials just like theirs. But like I said, you're under no obligation to stay. Just come check us out, see what we're about, see how we can literally not just get one or a few, okay, where we're receiving funding out of tragedy, so to speak, but you come see how we're laying this thing out with strategy. And just give you a real quick example, okay? And what we share. Because see, in the traditional sense, let's say you have somebody that's doing a GoFundMe. Now, 85% of people are not hitting their funding goals. It's just a statistical fact. It's not Douglas Ford. And so let's say this GoFundMe received 5K, right? But here's my question. Does that 5K that this GoFundMe receives, does anybody else benefit from that? Well, the answer to that is no. Let's say if this church received 16K, okay? Does any one of these other entities benefit from that 16K? Well, the answer is no, okay? If this booster club received 2K, would anybody else be benefiting from that 2K? So no, folks, what this is resolving into is that it's every man for himself. And so everybody has to have their own set of skills and experience in being able to get, their fair share of whatever that they're able to receive, but it's all being reliant upon chance. Folks, we're showing people out of strategy to where, as this GoFundMe gets the 5K, this 5K not only benefits the GoFundMe, but it benefits the Booster Club, the church, and the nonprofit, and this charity. This 2K just doesn't benefit the Booster Club. It'll benefit this GoFundMe. It'll benefit this church, this nonprofit, and this charity. This 16K, it just won't benefit the church, but it's going to benefit the GoFundMe, the Booster Club, the charity, and the nonprofit. Folks, again, you're under no obligation to stay. Come check us out. Leave anytime you want to. This is me extending an invitation to our community so we can get you, and whatever your cause is, whatever the amount that you're desiring, but it be predictably coming to you over and over and over again, and you can utilize the money for whatever that you need it for. Guys, it's time for us to get our visions and get the money that we need for the causes that we have, and not leave it up to chance, not leave it up to maybe, and not leave it up relying on certain marketing skills and knowing bunches and bunches of people in order to get the funding that we're looking for. This is Douglas Ford out of Houston, Texas. Again, it's been my plum-pleasing pleasure. Come check us out. Just click anywhere around the link. I put the link above this video or after this video, or even in the comments, wherever it may be. I see you inside the community. Take care. God bless.